Japan has been given the go-ahead by the UN's nuclear watchdog to dump treated radioactive water into the ocean. The International Atomic Energy Agency says that water from the damaged Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant will have a negligible impact on the environment. There is widespread public opposition to the move in neighbouring China and South Korea, and from fishermen still recovering from the triple disaster 12 years ago that cost them dearly. CNA's Michio Ishida reports from Fukushima.
IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi met Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in Tokyo on the first day of his 4-day visit to Japan, bringing with him a report that contains findings of a 2-year review by the agency. The report said data of the wastewater stored at the crippled nuclear power plant in Fukushima conformed with international standards.
The plan, as it has been proposed and devised, is in conformity with the agreed international standards, and its application, if the government decides to proceed with it, would have negligible impact on the environment, meaning the water, fish and sediment.
That's practically giving its nod to Japan's plan to release treated radioactive water from the damaged plant into the sea. According to IAEA, these assessments were conducted by international experts and at labs in various countries. The agency said it will continue to monitor and assess the situation for decades to come. For that, it will set up an office at the Fukushima plant. Here in Fukushima, public opinion polls are mixed on Japan's plan to discharge treated radioactive water into the sea. The move has angered Japan's closest neighbors like China. But Japanese fishermen in Fukushima are strongly against it too. The fishermen here told me they have just started to recover the volume of catch since the triple disasters in 2011 completely wiped out their livelihoods, and they are watching the development nervously. IAEA's Mr. Grossi plans to visit Fukushima on Wednesday. He's expected to meet with fishermen and local authorities. The Japanese government and TEPCO have previously said they aim to start discharging the water this summer, which could mean any time within the next few months. Michio Ishida, CNA, Fukushima.
The UN's approval of Japan's Fukushima plan paves the way for the utility company TEPCO to release more than 1 million cubic meters of treated radioactive water into the Pacific Ocean. Now, that is enough to fill 500 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But is it safe? And before it's released, the contaminated water will be treated with an elaborate filtration system to remove most of the radioactive material except tritium. Now, that's a form of hydrogen that's weakly radioactive, and it can be carcinogenic at high levels. But nuclear experts say that a human would need to ingest an incredibly large amount of it before seeing any health effects. Nuclear power plants around the world regularly discharge small amounts of tritium and other radioactive material into rivers and oceans. In the United States, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission says authorized releases are done routinely and safely. Still, there is widespread concern from neighbouring China and South Korea. Now, they fear it could negatively impact health and livelihoods. But TEPCO is running out of storage space for that water, which was used to cool the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant's reactors. The water release process is expected to take decades to complete.